Let's see. There you go. We are live. Oops. Can join now. I set it up. Okay. Oof. Hey Carlos, thanks for joining. Let's see if my audio is okay. Oof. There you go. Thanks for joining, Melody. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Welcome back, Nadia, also known as Labori Bruja.
Happy Thursday.
Interesting Thursday. So, everyone, welcome to Positive Tarot Wisdom. And we have, like I mentioned earlier, we have Labori Bruja on Instagram, also known as Nadia. So,
Hi, everyone.
and we're here to give you the August 21 to 23 midweek tarot forecast. So, we haven't really agreed on the signs yet, Nadia. So, are you comfortable with certain signs that you'd like to read for everyone?
I'm down to read whatever.
Okay. Let me see. Last time I did earth and water. I think I'll do fire and air tonight. You can do earth and water.
Okay.
So you be nice. We're earth, so be nice to earth, okay?
Yes, I will. Sorry, just grabbing my water, guys. I'm going to be very nice.
No worries.
To the earth.
I just want to welcome Carlos, Melody, Tierney, Noel, and Christine. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Let me see. Oh, I approved you already. Nadia. Andy, thanks for joining. I mean, you're here. I can see you on the screen, so I don't think I can approve you again. You should be good. I mean, this is being recorded live, so. Okay, perfect. I have my cards here. I'll just shuffle a bit. Oof.
Yes, do some card shuffling. Let's see what's going to be going on for people tonight.
Who do you want to start with, earth or water?
I am going to start with water signs.
Okay.
I want to know what these little emotional
friends of ours
people got going on. Yes, I want to see what they got going on.
So let's see what you would sense first. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer? Let me look at our viewers. Who else is here? Okay. Tristan, thank you for joining. And Melissa.
I think I will start with the middle water sign of Cancer. You know what's so funny? While I'm shuffling, my son is a Sagittarius.
Fire.
And he is a true Sagittarius in so many ways. And he's been a little emotional lately. Like, emotional reactions to things that I'm just like, is that necessary? So I told him I felt that either his moon or his rising had to be in Cancer. So I checked. His rising is in Cancer.
Oh, contrasting elements, fire and water. Interesting.
And Earth, his moon is in Taurus. Which explains why he always just wants to be home. I have to literally drag him out of the house. So I just thought I'd share that because I feel Cancers are very emotional. They feel things very deeply.
Water signs. So let's see. Lee
Okay.
Marcia, thank you. We have some invisible
Ooh.
viewers. So, okay, let's look at the first three cards
Ooh.
for tonight.
They got a bunch of reversals.
Low energy. Okay, interesting. Low energy.
Yes, low energy. And I've been feeling like the water signs are being overwhelmed by the
Mm-hmm.
emotions. I've been feeling like that. So we have the Page of Cups in
Okay.
reverse. We have the Three of Wands in
Mm-hmm.
reverse. And we also have the Ace of Swords in
Okay.
reverse.
Okay.
So with these three card combination, I feel that cancers are not getting the news they've been waiting
Mm-hmm.
on, or they're not the things that they're expecting to come to them. It's not happening soon enough. It's that they feel like everything is being delayed. There are things that aren't coming to fruition that maybe they were hoping, planning on. I feel that a lot of them are being overwhelmed by their emotions too, with decisions that they have going on that they have to make. That they feel overwhelmed. They don't know which path to take. They don't know. Um, they're sort of giving up on even making a decision because of the overwhelmingness of their feelings. They want path A to
Mm-hmm.
happen and it's not. So they're like, you know what? So I'm not going to choose if path B or C is for me. They're just so, they have a lot of disappointment going on because they're losing patience. So their thinking, their ideas are kind of at a standstill. Their ability to process um, the things being presented to them to make choices. All of this is being delayed because they're allowing themselves to be
Mm-hmm.
overwhelmed. Is what I'm seeing in the cards. I've been sensing it all week that they've got some emotional stuff going on, and I think that they need to realize that sometimes when things don't happen at the exact moment you want them to happen, it's a
Mm-hmm.
reason, and a lot of times it's a blessing. So, you know, clear out those emotions. Understand that the things that are delayed for you are delayed for a reason. Decide on what you can decide right now. Make room for the other things in your life that are meant to be happening in this present moment, and clear your mind so that your new ideas to come over this hump,
Mm-hmm.
new ideas, because sometimes delays are just delays because maybe you just don't know how to go around the one way you had envisioned for how to
Mm-hmm.
accomplish something. If you're just stuck on these disappointments, you're not going to say, okay, let me shake myself from these feelings. What's another way for me to get from point A to point D? Maybe the route isn't A, B, C, D. Maybe there's another route, or maybe there is a detour you need to take. So, Cancer, stop your crap with your overwhelming
It's
emotions.
it's interesting.
Think
Yeah.
of,
It
yeah, think outside the box.
be more creative. You're right. So instead of just being stuck there, and it's interesting that the
Yeah,
Page of Cups showed up because that would signify being unrealistic. Just to reiterate what you said, people are just being so the cancers maybe upcoming tomorrow until Sunday, they'd be expecting so much and they'd be disappointed. So don't go there. Don't go there.
exactly. Don't go there. Sometimes you have this plan in mind, this plan of action in mind to accomplish this
Mm-hmm.
one thing, and you feel like that's the only way to accomplish it. And sometimes it's not. It's not the only way. So you have to think of options, because when you overwhelm yourself with emotions, you tend to think and make decisions on the emotions and not be clear minded.
Right. Heart over mind. I think mind over heart would work better this coming, well, starting tomorrow. I think that's the strongest message here.
Yeah,
And the Three of
yeah,
Wands actually would signify, you're right, it's delay and it can be misadventure. So if you choose the wrong path, it'll mess everything up. I agree, 100%. And
exactly.
Ace of Swords,
Yep,
again, it's a delay. You have an idea, it won't come into fruition. It's frustrating. It can be very frustrating. Yeah.
It is definitely frustrating. I've been there where I've thought it's, this is the way to accomplish this goal, and then it doesn't happen, and it's like, well, no, I still want the goal, and we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have it, but it's just another. Oh, somebody lives with three Capricorns.
Let me see.
How fun!
Naisha just joined us. Just so you know, you remember Naisha? I mentioned her to you. So say hi, hello.
Yes. Hi.
Okay. So Cancer has low energy, so don't expect too much. They'll be fine this weekend. At least this is like a warning, an early warning for the Cancers.
Yeah, they'll be fine. If disappointments happen, it's
Mm-hmm.
fine. It just means that you go back to the drawing board and think of a new way to accomplish
Mm-hmm.
that goal. There's always more than one way to accomplish things, and it's sometimes you just have to be creative. So when you let your emotions block you like that, your creativity is also blocked.
The delays would actually help you avoid disaster. That's God's way of saying it ain't for you. No, don't do it.
Exactly.
Don't do it.
And yeah, and you know what's funny? That is since Sunday, that has been the message that's been ringing in my head. And I spoke to you
Mm-hmm.
about this earlier, where I've just been getting this message and it's like blaring in my head that it's like so many people are like, I'm praying for this job. I'm praying for
Right.
this new apartment, or I'm praying for this relationship, and they don't get it, and they feel like no one's listening to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like whoever their higher being is that they're praying to, God, goddess, whatever, um, they feel like they're not being heard. Sometimes the prayer you're saying being unanswered is the blessing, because maybe that apartment you want so bad, maybe your neighbors are gonna suck.
Or something else. It might be inhibited by something else. No.
Yeah, maybe there's an
Yeah, which you
entity
have to
already
avoid.
residing in that apartment that will keep you up at night. Maybe your landlord will be crappy if, say, this something's wrong with the sink, they take forever to
Mm-hmm.
fix it. The job that you're praying for, maybe the person in charge of that department
Isn't
stinks
the best.
and won't
Exactly.
understand the work-life balance. So sometimes the things that we're praying for, when they're not answered, it's either not the
Mm-hmm.
time, or it's better that thing is not in your life. The guy or the girl you're praying to be in a relationship with, maybe they have some self-growth to go through before they can be in a relationship with you, because maybe they'll just make your life miserable if they're with you
You
now.
always hear the saying, rejection is God's protection. So,
Yes, exactly. So don't let the things that are not happening at this moment, make you feel like your prayers aren't being heard, or that your luck is
mm-hmm.
horrible. It could very well be that your luck is right where it needs to be, and you're being divinely guided, and it's like, yeah, no, that's not for you.
So Christine is a Sagittarius. Don't worry, Christine. I'll do the fire signs. I'll take care of Sagittarius for you later. So we're doing water
So
signs.
we'll
Mm-hmm.
move on. Yes, we're going to move on to
Okay,
Scorpios.
Scorpio, the really active ones in so many ways. Scorpio.
Yes. And it's funny because, so like, fire sign Leo, that's the king of the jungle. But Scorpios are kind of like very much take what they
They're
want,
very sensual,
go
very very
after.
sensual, and
Yes,
they want to get what they want at the soonest possible time. They can be very impatient, but they're nice people.
they are. They're very nice people. They're not overly emotional like Cancers and Pisces, which is quite refreshing. But they're very
Mhm.
sensual, yes, that
I have
they are.
no issues about
Okay,
sensuality. I'm okay with that. Scorpios, thank you.
that is fine.
Ooh,
Okay.
I just shook my camera. Okay, so what do you got?
So we have the Ten of Swords in
Okay.
reverse. We have the
It's your favorite guy.
Four of Pentacles upright.
He has a good message. That's fine.
Yes, he has a good
Your damn
methods,
stalker's back.
and we
Oh, the
have,
King of Wands.
yeah, King
That's
Wands
nice. Very
upright.
nice. Very, very nice.
Okay, so and seeing Scorpios being resistant to some
Mm-hmm.
change, holding on to some things in their life. With the Ten of Swords being in reverse, Ten of Swords upright would usually be like an ending to
Right.
something. Um, with it being in reverse, that tells me that there's an ending that or something that you're choosing to not let go of. And with the Four of Pentacles right next to the Ten of Swords, it's like, no, you're holding on. Like, no, this is mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding on to it. It's mine. That's it. And there's nothing wrong with holding on to things and refusing to let things go, let things end, as long as it's something that's not toxic, as long as it's something that's worth reviving. Because if something is like you're just trying to revive a dead fish, what is the
Mm-hmm.
point of it? It's not going. It's reviving something that has already ended, and it's good that it ended is pointless. So be like the King of Wands and really look at the things that you're trying to hold on to, the things that you're avoiding ending, and really see is that the smart thing. It's okay to hold on to things when they're positive, and sometimes holding on to friendships, relationships with
Mm-hmm.
family, significant others. It's okay to not want to see those relationships end because they're part of your life, they're part of you. But sometimes just because someone's been in your life or something has been a part of your life for a certain amount of time doesn't mean that it's worth holding on to. So be very smart. Take action, take the necessary action that you need to change that situation around if it's something worth holding on to. But you need to be smart and not react too quickly to the changes or be too resistant to it.
Mm,
So this week, just look at the things you're holding on to and see if it's really worth it.
I like
Be smart
I
about it.
like the fact that your stalker guy showed up because it looks like it's money for Scorpio.
Yeah, that's another thing. Don't let your paycheck end. Hold on to your money, Scorpio, because some of you guys like to do a lot of
Yeah,
shopping.
that's
I
very
know.
true. And
So that's a good point you make with the pentacles showing
well,
up
you
too.
gotta love your stalker. Come on.
Yeah,
And it's interesting that the King of Wands showed up because he can be a fire sign that they might be dealing with for the next 3 days. So he can be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But he's a good fire sign. That's a nice thing since he's upright.
yes, he's
Hmm.
upright, so he doesn't have the negative qualities once he's reversed. So maybe it's an older male fire sign that's gonna give you some advice on that situation. Maybe advice on your
Hmm.
finances, how to hold on to your money instead of letting it
Hmm.
go. Because so many of us have either gotten paid today or
Right.
tomorrow,
Exactly. Or
and I know Scorpios like to buy themselves pretty
so
things.
the elements that you have is Earth, Wind, and Fire again.
Yes, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So it's another nice connotation about the reverse Ten of Swords is also recovery. I don't know what Scorpio is recovering from. Maybe if we're going to look at it in the sequence, it might be financial recovery because, right, the Four of
Yes,
Pentacles is there, so they're recovering better, and now the advisor might be the King of Wands. So that's a very good trend.
yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that too is recovering maybe from some debt that they had, maybe recovering from some misspending, and they'll get some advice from that older fire sign that is going to be like, hey, don't do what you did 2 weeks ago and you'll be
Get off
fine.
Amazon.
Yeah, oh yeah, deactivate your Amazon.
Hey Kay, thank you for joining us. Hi. She
Hey.
gave us a wave.
Hi.
So we're
Okay.
done with Cancer now, and we had uh, Scorpio, and now you're going for Pisces.
Yes. Yes.
Pisces.
Now we're going to do Pisces. My second favorite water
Do you
sign.
have I thought I have a few Pisces friends. They're sensitive, but they mean well. That's one thing.
Yeah, they're very sensitive. They mean well, and if they love you, whether it's a significant other, family, or friends, they are really
Mm-hmm.
there for you. They tend to put others first.
Which can be extreme sometimes. So they don't. They kind of not take
Yes.
care of themselves too much. That's a thing. But I've met a very well, not
Yeah.
really meet. I haven't really met a very this certain Pisces, but I know someone who's in a relationship with this Pisces. He's kind of selfish, if I should say. That it's interesting. Hmm.
I wonder what his moon or
Good
rising is
question.
in.
I'm gonna find out. Let's see if
You
co-star
should.
would help us further.
Because you know one thing I do not like, someone posted, a friend of mine posted something on Facebook, and it was a
Hmm.
description, and it said, "Can you guess what sign it was?" And it was totally Gemini.
Okay.
So some girl comments and goes, "I'm a Gemini and I'm not like that."
Yeah,
She was like, "I don't think you know what you're
it's
talking
not a
about."
100%. Yeah.
So I'm like, "Sweetheart, that's a
Hmm.
Gemini. Every Gemini I know that is like, like I know a lot of Geminis that are like
Hmm.
that. And like you have to understand you have a rising and a moon sign. So that part of your personality might not be that way because of what your moon and rising is
Exactly.
in. And then she was like, I didn't know that. So before you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, you should, yeah, I hope you know a lot about
Do your
astrology.
homework first.
Yes.
Okay, she's drawing.
Because I go through my phases. I tend to be a homebody, and then I tend to just want to go out all the time, and that's the Sag. That's my Sag
Hmm.
rising, where
That's
I'm
the
like, I want to be out, and I don't ever want to come
that's the
home.
influence. Yes.
So
Okay.
yes, so it all depends. Oh,
Okay, I kind of like that reaction. You go, "Ooh, what's this?" Okay, what do we have there?
so we have the Seven of
Hmm.
Pentacles
Money, not
upright.
bad. Sure.
Yes, money. The Devil
Ah,
upright.
excessive sexual stuff. Okay, I get it.
Yes. Um, and then we have my favorite card, the
Mm,
Eight of
okay,
Cups,
in reverse.
but in
That's
reverse.
actually
Not my favorite card when
that's
it's in
actually good
reverse,
news.
but
Yeah,
it's my
yeah.
favorite card. Yes. Yeah. So, a lot of Pisces are going to be seeing their hard work pay
Hmm.
off. They're going to they're going to be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor, if you want to say, from all their hard work. Um, Although be sure to enjoy these the payoffs to the things you've been putting hard work into. Be sure to enjoy it, um, that you're the one enjoying it, because the devil card, don't be a slave to anybody. Don't be addicted to one person who may just have ulterior interests. Okay. I feel like Pisces are this week are going to be reaping a lot of financial benefits. They're going to have, I don't know if they've been putting work into maybe side jobs, or even if it's just a promotion that you're getting at work from working so hard lately and proving yourself. But just be careful with um, being blinded by the relationship or the potential relationship you're going to be in, because too much of one person at one time may not always be good. Um, and they see that this person, well, no, they have a person in their life that's not good. That's what the cards are telling me. They have a person in their life, and I think that some Pisces are realizing that this person isn't good, um but because of their addiction to this person, they don't want to move
Hmm.
on.
So yeah.
And yeah, and I feel like Pisces this week really needs to take a look at who they have in their lives. Because what we were saying earlier with how they give so much of themselves and give so much for other people's happiness, I feel like that a lot of them are stuck in this one position with people that maybe aren't really in the relationship, whether it's a friendship or a relation or a significant other relationship. They're not in it for the right reasons, and they're being blinded by their feelings for this person. Maybe the sexual connection that you have, you're being blinded by it, and you're finding it very hard to move on, but you need to open your eyes.
It's interesting that you have two earth signs in that reading and just one water sign. So definitely dealing maybe someone which is Capricorn or Taurus or Virgo representing the devil. And
I feel like
you
it's a
think it's a
Virgo.
Virgo? Okay. Okay.
I feel this devil card is very
The vibe there?
Virgo-ish.
Okay. Okay.
That's the vibe I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting. So if you're Pisces and you got a Virgo in your life and that person is um puts less than what you put in, take the blinders
Okay.
off.
Okay, that makes sense.
Whether it's a friend or someone that you are hoping to be in a relationship with, or they are just your quarantine buddy. Make sure they are not there for the wrong reasons. Make sure they're there because of who you truly are, not because you always put them first, but because of your many other good qualities.
I need a quarantine buddy. Anyways, moving on. uh, I
So yeah, I think I think some Pisces need to really take a look at who they surround
I
themselves
kind
with.
of like the story behind the cards, like the Seven of Pentacles. So they're getting bored, impatient of what they're supposed to reap as rewards,
Hmm.
but then they become excessive in the middle. So the devil is there, and it can be a person, it can be a situation, but they have the freedom to get out of that, the bad habits, the bad cycles. And the Eight
Yeah,
of Cups reverse is it's supposedly recovery, it's walking away. So if it's not, is the Eight of Cups facing the devil or is it away from the devil?
it's
So
facing the
it's like
devil.
instead of recovering or leaving that situation, you
It's like they
yeah,
don't want to
they're getting
leave.
stuck in between. So it's this forecast is tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. So don't go there. Don't stay in those bad cycles, those bad habits. That's a strong message coming from Labori
Yeah.
Bruja.
Yeah, no, they got to break the bad cycle. They've got to take like when you see the horses pulling the carriage and they're like
Mm,
this, so they only see like that one thing.
with the
You take
blinders,
those
yeah,
things off.
yeah.
Yeah, take them off because you need to really take a look at situations. You have to make sure that you're not putting in more than what you're getting out of the relationship. Everything should be
Mm-hmm.
balanced. Everything should be balanced, like my other stalker card, the Two of Pentacles. There should be balance
The
in things.
Mr.
You don't
Condom Hat.
want
Okay,
to.
you miss him. You miss
Yes,
him.
Mr. Condom. I miss him. He always reminds you to be balanced. He always reminds you like,
He reminds you to wear a condom on your head. Okay, I gotcha.
yes, he does. I'm gonna walk around my neighborhood with a condom in my hand.
Be the medicine girl.
Who am I for Halloween? Hold on to big coins.
Okay, so that's all of our water
So
signs.
yeah,
It's not completely bad news. Looks like a lot of precautions, a lot of low energy, especially for Cancer. But I
yeah,
there's nothing blaring. I guess it's just that for the next 3 days, I think they can survive the next 3 days. It'll be okay.
yeah. They can survive. They just they have to. Pisces can survive. It's just a matter of being open to seeing situations for what they are. Cancers will survive. They just need to really get a little more
Right.
creative with their goals and how to accomplish them, and not let delays ruin their thinking. And then Scorpio,
Well,
they just need to be a little bit better with their
yes.
spending. They need to see what they should hold on to, what they shouldn't hold on to, and take the advice of that fire sign, that older
Mm-hmm.
fire sign that maybe that because sometimes someone from the outside looking in can give you a fresher perspective on the
Exactly.
situation. So whether it's finances or holding on to something or someone you shouldn't hold on to, listen to any advice someone may have.
Agreed. So I was thinking I can do fire real quick, and Christine wanted Sagittarius. I did my initial shuffle
Yes.
earlier. Now I'm gonna pull these three cards. They've been facing down. Let's find out. So
Okay.
first one. Okay, second. Huh, third. Interesting. You know what? Page of Swords. So that's good news. Something if you're waiting for contracts. So if you wanna receive news from you're waiting news for like that new job or career, that's a very good sign. You might want to look into your emails, check out. Don't ever avoid any phone calls. Don't skip any phone calls. It's best that you listen to whatever messages that they'd send you. An interesting thing is the second card is the Queen of Wands, another court card, believe it or not, and the third is the Page of Cups. All three court
Oh,
cards.
2 pages
It's
and queens.
interesting.
Yeah.
So, I have this weird vibe for. She may be the Sagittarius, and she's like in between two guys. She's choosing between two younger men. Perhaps that's a possibility, right?
Yeah.
It's curious.
You know what? I'm getting that vibe looking at the cards. I'm getting the vibe that they're two possible
Mm-hmm.
suitors, maybe a little younger, um, that are interested in getting the queen's attention.
But unfortunately, she's looking at the Page of Cups.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
the Page of Swords isn't looking her way anymore. Looks like the development has changed a bit. If we're going to look at it at that story.
Yeah, it's well, you know what? It's almost like the Page of the Page of Swords is not looking at her because he feels like, well, her attention is diverted
Right.
elsewhere. So this queen is not giving too much attention to um
The Page of Swords anymore.
this air
Yeah.
sign because air is all about
Mm-hmm.
thinking. So maybe this young page is all in his head. He thinks too much. And you know, fire signs, they are impulsive. They like
Mm-hmm.
excitement. So it's like, I don't really, yeah, my attention's not on the thinker because you think before you
Mm-hmm.
act. And I'm sort of let's get away from it's Thursday and now I want to get away from
If
the
it's
weekend.
not, I don't know, if
And
it's not a romantic connection, these can be friends that you'd be dealing with, Sagittarius. I mean, this can be
yeah,
a
it could be
coworker
friends
or a
too.
friend or circumstances. This is emotions. This is your mind.
Yeah.
So if you're in between, your spirit might be torn between thinking and your heart and your mind. So prioritizing, that's another way of looking at it. So,
Prioritizing, or maybe they have two friends that each want to hang out with
mm-hmm,
her or him this weekend, and they're like, "Oh gosh, who do I hang
mm-hmm,
out with?"
very true.
Could be that too.
Or since there are two pages, these pages might even know each other. They might even be your allies. They might be instrumental to your success since you might be representing the Queen of Wands in this reading. And you're a very sociable
Mm-hmm.
individual. I mean, I haven't had three court cards in the reading in a long time, to be honest. This is so interesting. So air, fire, and water, and we have seen this story that the only female in this reading is in between. So she has,
Mm-hmm.
the option, or she might even be leading these two people towards, or guiding them, both of them, guiding them. It looks like um, she has more luck in guiding the Page of Cups because she was looking at him based on the sequence. But I think the Page of Swords seems more mature. He's like in the Rider Waite system. He's like the James Bond of the the
Okay.
pages. He gathers
Yeah.
information. He's always careful. Unlike the Page of Cups, he's always been whimsical. He likes focusing on his imagination. He just enjoys life. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
You can tell by his
yeah,
outfit.
it's very colorful. Yes, compared to the Page of Swords. Yeah, you know what? It's
Yeah.
brown. So
But I kind of like the whole cougar
oh my
scenario.
God, that
The
might
older
be it.
fire sign with the two
That
young.
might be it.
I kind of
I mean,
like
that's
that
the first vibe that went to my head. I go, so is it an affair?
yeah.
Is it like the the woman of power has the opportunity to choose between two parties, that's an interesting story. But let's
Yeah.
see. So this looks like an interesting weekend for Sagittarius.
Yes. It looks like a very interesting
In
weekend.
so many
Sorry.
aspects. So it can be relationships. We've talked about that. Finances. It can be something of a message of a contract. And as on the career path, just wait for that call. Don't ignore any calls. I know. Sorry, Christine, you're like in the middle right now. You might be that person who's having these younger men around you. I'm not gonna. You know what? It's okay. Be a cougar. I'm okay with that. So that's Sagittarius. Interesting reading for Sagittarius. Wow. This.
Yeah, Sagittarius has it
Let's find out
interesting.
about your Leo then, shall we?
Yes. Let's find out what kind of weekend he's
Let me just
having.
shut this real quick. Okay. Let me just do a couple more. Yep. Two more. I think I'm bending my cards too much. Poor cards. Sorry. I'm gonna riffle shuffle you guys. Okay. Four. Two more. Five. Just doesn't feel that it's been shuffled too much. And lucky number 6 for an even number. So Leo, 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 Leo. What do we have for Leo? What are the 3 cards that represent your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Mr. or Miss Leo? The ever attractive Leos. Okay, first card.
With their nice head of hair.
10 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man in reverse. Ooh. I'll show you. 10 of Pentacles. So it looks like Mr. or Miss Leo, you would have the opportunity to get in touch with your family and friends. If you're getting married this weekend, looks like it's going to be a very fruitful weekend. That's nice because it kind of makes sense right now with all the rest of the cards that were pulled. So this is good. Keep the communication channels open. Prioritize your family this weekend. That's fine. Second card, Hanged Man in reverse, can represent stagnation, your decision that you haven't really made in a long time. I guess you're taking too much of a sweet time. In some translations in the past, it can be martyrdom. You might be sacrificing way too much for some other people, and that can be unhealthy. This is earth sign, water sign, and I'm reading for fire. Lo and behold, the tower.
The
So
tower.
an illumination would occur. Something will be revealed. Your world is going to be shaken up this weekend. Expect something either amazing or extremely surprising. Well, you know what? Either way, it's going to be surprising. It's going to be crazy surprising for you.
Yeah.
It's upright. It wasn't reversed.
Total
You will
upheaval,
not
yeah.
expect whatever you're going to see this Sunday. So it's an interesting combination. So earth, water, and fire. Water is in the middle. Earth is on the far end. But this is the highlight of your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I am just hoping that whatever information you receive would help you grow better, would help you understand the situation better. Because it's I don't know, it started out as okay, then okay, then oh my god. that's the sequence
Yeah, then
here.
like,
Okay. All right.
uh-huh.
Leo. So you might want to let your friend Leo know that something's happening. This
I think I'll let it
Let me
surprise
see.
her.
What's the quintessential number here? So 10, 22, 22, 16, 8, 7. So 6, the lovers. Oh, it might pertain to a relationship, a revelation about a relationship,
Hmm.
potentially. Okay. Good luck,
Okay.
Mr. or Miss Leo, whoever you are. Okay.
Yes. Good luck. And I have a couple of Leos that are going through some relationship stuff
Oh,
too,
that
so
might be relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, I know a couple that have some relationship issues going on.
Well, good luck to them. Okay, let me just do the
Yes.
final fire sign, which is Aries. I have a couple of Aries friends um, that were watching earlier. Let's see if they're still here. Let's do a couple more shuffles. I think I want to avoid number 6. Maybe I should do 8 shuffles this time. Oh my god. Okay, 2 should be quick. 3. Okay. 4. So Aries. You know what? I think 4 might be okay. Let's see, because it reminds you of the Emperor. Let's do 4. 4 equal shuffles. That's fine. 1, 2,
Okay.
3. Aries, let's find out what your cards are this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. What? Okay. First card, Emperor in reverse. Don't get disorganized, Aries. You have a tendency to be headstrong. You have a tendency to just want things your way. Don't be this guy. Don't be that despot. He's yeah, you know your craft. You're really good. Sure, you're literally almost like the emperor. You're very skilled, but at the same time, you need to look at how your actions are going to affect the people surrounding you. Because you know the next card that showed
Yeah.
up is actually the Empress. She will neutralize whatever craziness that you're doing here. So she's smack dab in the middle with the Queen of Wands. So is this Emperor dealing with 2 women this coming weekend? That's an interesting thing. That's a possibility. So Mr. Aries,
Oh
possible, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
or what
Mm.
are so many weird affairs happening to fire signs this
No,
huh?
you know what?
What do you think?
I think the Emperor represents someone who, um, what I think is going on with
Mm-hmm.
Aries is that they're dealing with someone um, that thinks he's smart,
Yeah.
knows what he's doing, he's playing the game. He's got an Empress type
Mm-hmm.
woman, someone very earthy, someone creative, someone very
Exactly.
nurturing. And then you have Aries, who I've also have been feeling like a lot of Aries are losing control of their
Mm-hmm.
emotions. Um, it's okay to get upset at things. It's okay to, let things get you down. You need to feel your emotions in order to
Mm-hmm.
process them. But instead of processing emotions in a healthy way, I feel like Aries are um, really going to the
Mm-hmm.
extreme. Like they're gonna torch the place. Like
They're
they're
gonna
gonna torch
torch
the
the
place with their
place.
firiness.
Okay.
So I feel like those cards are telling me that Aries is dealing with an emperor type person, but in the reverse.
Mm.
Like the personality or their cockiness is in the reverse. And Aries, some things are going to be revealed to you, but you need to control how you react
Mm-hmm.
to it. Because if the emperor is leaning towards an empress type person, instead of reacting getting angry, if it's a relationship you want to hold on to, um, because nobody's perfect, and it's your choice what you choose to forgive. But instead of reacting the way you normally react, maybe take a step back,
Mm-hmm.
breathe,
It's
and then
I like
react,
the fact that the Empress
but not
exactly
negatively.
don't be excessive. Don't be this guy. That's the whole point, right?
Exactly.
I like the fact that the Empress
Exactly.
showed up. It can represent abundance, so they might be expecting a lot of good
Hmm.
stuff. It's just that they're stuck in between these 2 elements. If this is the Queen of Wands in reverse,
Yeah.
she might not be the nicest. She can be very deceitful. So
Very deceitful, very
to a,
nasty
to an extent, yeah.
when she doesn't get her way. When the Queen of Wands, and she can be a bit like, chill out. Chill out before I throw a bucket of water on you, Wizard of Oz style, and you like just melt. Um, but yeah, I think the key thing for female Aries this weekend is to watch
Hmm.
your reaction to things. be more Empress-like.
Be more mature and nurturing and nice.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
if
Like if your boyfriend's playing Call of Duty with his friends for 5 hours,
no,
don't start screaming and yelling. Just, be like, hey, babe, when we gonna spend some time together? Be more, don't flip out because you catch more flies with
right,
honey,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
So don't flip out, go to the extreme. Be kind when trying to get your way.
If we're going to look at these as influences, if you have been Miss or Miss Aries, disorganized, being a despot and out of control, and you have been this, instead of being a social butterfly, you're like keeping things to yourself and being shy, this abundance is not going to happen for the next 3 days. You have to hurdle these two things first,
Exactly.
because this is a very good guarantee. This earth sign, or you might be dealing with a very good earth sign that would turn you around to become a better person. Might be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, quote unquote Taurus, Miss Taurus. So listen to her instead of her.
Yes, yes, yes. Look at the um just look at the things around you and stop and think. Don't be so hasty. Stop and think, take a
Mm-hmm.
pause. You don't need to torch the place with your emotions and your wrath. Stop, pause, and think. Shock people because people are expecting you to react in the extreme. Shock them by not acting in the
That's
extreme.
true. So be the opposite of what they're expecting. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Actually, you were asking about Leo. So just so to do a quick recap, the tower showed up for you this weekend. So something might be. So it started with an Earth sign, Ten of Pentacles. Um, you might be getting in touch with old friends and family. If you're getting married, it would be a successful marriage. Successful marriage occasion, ceremony. Then the second sign is the hangman, which is water sign. You might be dealing with a water sign who's been very iffy, or you haven't made a decision. But then the tower showed up for you, Miss Leo. Prepare yourself for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It might not be super major, but it's something that you should look out for. Okay, that's just a quick recap, and you can just replay the live video at any time at your leisure. Okay, so that
Yes.
was Aries, Leo, and did I miss anyone? So Aries, these I did
No, you did
Sagittarius,
Sagittarius.
yeah.
Yeah, you did
So you
Sag
got
first.
them Earth people, our people. You can take care of our people.
Us are wonderful people. And I am going to start with Capricorn.
Me? Why?
Yes, because I don't want to start with
You want to
Virgo.
start with Virgo? Remember, we were talking about a Virgo earlier.
No, I
No, you don't want
don't.
to start with Virgo.
I don't. I feel like Virgos are like, attention, attention, me. Well, no, you're not getting it
Oh,
tonight. You
ooh.
you can wait to go
Oh, Miss
last.
Taurus is being very, very stern right now. Okay.
Yes, because I feel like I feel like I don't know. I've been getting a lot of vibes this week of what's going on with the signs, and I feel like Virgos have been like me, and it's like no
Mm-hmm.
no no, it's us, or we like no, it's not you. So I don't want to give into that tonight. I don't want to give into
The
the
demands, I guess.
ever the demands, the only child syndrome that they may be going through
Or
right
the youngest
now.
sibling in the family.
Yeah, you know what's funny? This week I made my son watch Problem Child 1 and
Mm-hmm.
2. And the whole time watching it, I'm like, oh my God, can they tell us the sign of this kid? He has to be a Virgo. He has to be, especially in Problem Child 2, I'm like, he's got to be a Virgo. Uh, him, Junior, and
Mm.
Trixie. I'm like, they've got to be Virgos. They both got to be Virgos. They don't want their parents with anybody. They want it to be them. So I'm like, they're Virgos. So I'm setting it in stone. The characters from Problem Child 2, the kids are Virgos.
So
Because it was them.
we have May for joining us. Thank you for joining us, May. And actually, we just gave you the Leo piece. And May, let's see what's in store for you.
May's a Capricorn too?
I haven't really asked her, but I did some readings for you before, May. I don't even remember your sign anymore. It's just too many people. Okay. But now you're doing Capricorn. Let's
Yes.
see.
And I am liking.
What's showing? Okay, this is a first. Okay. This is...
I'm like, oh, because I'm doing the lives with you, and then the Capricorn's like not having a good week, and it's my week, and it's my time to do Earth. I'm like,
Oh.
I don't want to tell him it's not going to be that great of a week. Now I'm just like,
You do realize that we're dealing with a very significant Capricorn at work. You remember now.
Thanks for that reminder. Yes.
I'm not the only.
Well, this doesn't pertain
Okay,
to her.
fine. It's mine. It's mine.
This does not pertain to her. Yes, it's
Okay.
yours. Claim it. Claim it. It is yours. Claim it.
Mhm.
So,
The world. It took so long for it to show up for me. Come on. That's good.
yes, the world's upright. We have the
Okay.
Hermit upright, which is just
Enlightenment, I guess.
doing some, yes, enlightenment, but also Six of Swords.
Transition. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is that many things are finally falling into place, coming together, where you're feeling on top of the world. Like things are just coming full circle for Capricorns. They are going to be really having a turn of events from the past couple weeks, where things have been kind of like for you guys. I feel that like right now is going to be your time to shine, your time to claim the things that you want in your life. It's time. This is your time to complete what maybe you guys are envisioning for yourselves. Like this is your time to just really feel yourself. Like, hey, I've done this hard work. I've put in this hard work, whether it's at your job, whether it's for yourself, like hard work, working on yourself, working on how you react to things. I think there's going to be a lot of great things that are coming to you this week. A lot of revealment of like, okay, you know what? My perception was that my hard work isn't recognized, or the amount of time I put into my friendships isn't being about. But all of this is going to come to light, where people are going to be like, oh my God, thank you. You're going to feel on top of the world because of the recognition that you're going to get. But what you need to do is also, like the Hermit, reflect a little bit. Reflect on who might be riding your coattails. Reflect on what all these accomplishments mean to you. Take the time to enjoy the accomplishments, enjoy the recognition, enjoy the feeling of what you have done and what you're reaping right now. But just don't let that, put you on such a high cloud that you forget what you've been through and what you've come from. And also, reflect on those in your life. There may be some situations that you need to move on from. There may be some decisions that you need to make that will take you down a different path. But overall, I think this week is just, the next few days is just going to be really amazing for Capricorn. It's just really going to be a lot of like, wow, I thought I wasn't being recognized. Wow, I thought my hard work was going to go to waste, or I thought that the efforts I was putting into a situation was in vain. It's not, but no, it's not. So really reflect on the past couple of weeks, how far you've come, the people that have been a part of that journey, whether you want them to remain, and move on from the things that aren't serving you, the people that aren't serving you. Move on from low vibrational things. move on from that. Be okay with moving on from things that are low vibrational, because we need to elevate ourselves and we need to vibrate at a higher level and really just be positive. Don't overwhelm yourself with the negative. So just reflect a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
It's nice that there are two earth signs, and when you showed it earlier, so the hermit was facing the six of swords, right? And
No, the hermit is
the
facing the
world. Okay,
world.
that's the right path. So he's heading towards that direction. So it's the third card. The first card was the world, right? Or is it the last card? The
Mm-hmm.
first card.
No,
The
it's the
first
first card.
card. So
Mm-hmm.
everything's gonna come full circle. The reflection needs to be
Yes.
there. I'm just curious about the quintessential number. Just a quick gander at this. It's 21. Oh wait, you know what? 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 9 and 6. 9. So it's still the hermit. Actually, for everything to come into full circle is to reflect on what's happened and to move on from, say, if we had hurt, if you have been feeling some hurt in the previous week, it's time to move past that. It's uh
Yes.
it's a transition that you need to finally accept, to embrace that full circle, that complete fulfillment.
Yep.
Oh, thank God the
Mm-hmm.
world finally showed up for Capricorn.
Yes. No, it's amazing. I was so happy when I flipped it over. I was like, oh,
Finally, finally she's shown up.
yes,
So it's
yes,
so the let me see. So it's a hermit. The hermit has always been mysterious for me, aside from self-reflection. But he does have the light to lead you towards the right direction. That's what I like about the hermit.
yes. I like the Hermit. Um, I mean, I don't think there's any card that I don't like in the
Mm-hmm.
tarot cards. Um, but what I like about the Hermit is that so many times, when good things
Mm-hmm.
happen, we don't stop to reflect on where we came from and what path it took to get us
Right.
there. So I like the Hermit that he just reminds you, like, hey, okay, yeah, things are great, but don't forget to remember where you
Mm-hmm.
came from. Don't forget to remember what brought you to this exact moment, because the things that brought you to this exact moment are the things that shaped you as a person. They're the things that they're the lessons that you've learned. So I think the Hermit is a great card.
And he's carrying the light, that star. In that
Yes.
darkness, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he brings you the hope. So I like it. I love that reading.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I love your next few days. I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So, who are
Okay,
you
we're
gonna
gonna
give a
see what's.
chance? Is it Taurus or you wanna give Virgo a chance?
I might, yeah, I'm gonna do Taurus. Virgo can
Okay.
wait. I feel like they have not. I feel like Virgos just have had
Mm-hmm.
zero patience, lately, and they need to simmer
Right.
down. So I am going to see what Taurus has coming up, and then I'll do
Okay.
Virgo.
Taurus. Let's see. Something interesting. I'm hoping for some great things for Taurus.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some really good things for my sign
Or
too.
whatever does show up should
Um,
be definitely full of knowledge. Definitely full of wisdom.
yes, but all the earth signs have taken a
For
beating.
the
I
past two
feel
weeks,
like,
yes.
yeah, I feel like
Hmm. That reaction. Hmm. Okay. What do we have here?
we have a
Oh
tower
my
moment.
goodness.
We have a tower moment. You know
You know
what?
what?
I love this
Yeah,
card. I love this card.
that's the prelude to
We
a huge
have,
change. Yes, definitely.
yes, we have the Six
Oh, that's
of
good
Swords.
news. That's really good news.
Yes. And so the family on the boat, they're facing away from the tower.
Okay. Okay.
And then we have the Queen of Wands
So that would
upright.
mean harness your power, step into your power. Step into your power.
Yes. So some shit's getting torn up this weekend for
Okay.
Taurus. I feel like they're like, listen, sun's ending. Something's ending. It's gonna be an upheaval. It's gonna be like it's. I don't know if Tauruses are just gonna be fed up with the situations they're in. That they're the ones who are gonna cut the
Mm-hmm.
cords and just be like, I'm done. But it's crashing down.
Okay.
But because the Six of Swords is facing away from the tower, I feel like this is a very much welcome
Mm-hmm.
change. I feel like this is a very much welcomed. It's almost like you know when they are demolishing a
Mm-hmm.
building, when they push the little thing
Oh,
to make everything go.
okay. Yeah, that the mechanism.
I
Mm-hmm.
I yeah, I am seeing all Tauruses just pushing down on that, like
Yeah, the
boom,
trigger.
like they're the ones causing the like they're just so over a situation, whether it's work, um home, relationship, like family, whatever it is. I feel like they're very much going to embrace this
Mm-hmm.
upheaval, this thing that's just going to end because the tower is coming down. I feel like this is going to be very welcomed and they're just going to
Mm-hmm.
move on. It's almost going to be like that waiting to exhale scene in that scene in Waiting to Exhale where she sets the car on fire with the clothes and walks
Mm-hmm.
away. It's going to be very much one of those moments where it's like the explosion's happening behind them and they're just moving forward. Um, and I feel that it's because of a lot of thinking that they've been doing about the situation, because the Queen of Wands is also facing away from the
Mm-hmm.
tower. So I feel that Tauruses have really been thinking about the things in their life and they're just over it. They're over it and they're like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. This needs to end. I'm tired of the
Mm-hmm.
cycle I'm in. And they're moving on and they're like, bye. Bye, Felicia. I'm done. I'm done with this situation. This no longer serves my higher purpose. I am no longer going to stay stuck. I'm not going to let the cords of this toxic situation keep me in place. I'm cutting them and I'm over it. I'm too smart to go back.
So that's
So I think it's going to be
fire.
an
So
interesting
that's
few days for
fire,
Taurus.
air, and fire. But there's a flow of water. But I'm getting a different message from the three cards. So the tower is a signal to
Okay.
rebuild. I mean, it's an additional different message. It's after that
Mm-hmm.
illumination, everything's gonna crash and burn, sure, but rebuild, move on with the transition with the Six of Swords, and stepping into your power with the Queen of Wands is a reminder that you may need to tap into your network. You may need to speak with old friends and socialize again. I know it's a COVID situation, but
Yes.
tap into them. They might even be offering you job opportunities outside from
Mm-hmm.
the ones that you're expecting from the ones that you know, because a lot of people, as you build,
Yeah.
you tap back into your network, they get back at you and say, hey, you know what, I need your skill set, you might want to join our company, let's talk about it. It's her signaling that it's your opportunity to go on an adventure. It's that transition that you might want to think about.
Yes, exactly. So it's like this could be walking away from a job that just you had felt it was draining you. It could be a family situation that's draining you, or it could be a relationship and you're welcoming the chance to step away
Exactly.
from it. And like the Queen of Wands stepping out, mingling with friends, stepping out, mingling with other family, maybe ending the toxic relationship and stepping out with your friends and enjoying
Mm-hmm.
life, or stepping away from the toxic family and maybe surrounding yourself with more positive family members, or like you said, networking. Maybe friends can say, hey, you know what, that company or the person you're working for, yeah, they're horrible, leave that situation, I got a better opportunity
Exactly.
for you. So yeah,
And
absolutely.
I like the fact that the Queen of Wands showed up, because if the Taurus people, this is just a quick message, and another fire sign, there might be a fire sign that might support you in your endeavors. So whoever that fire sign might be, an Aries, a
Mm-hmm.
Leo, or a Sagittarius, they might be the ones leading you towards that success. You might want to look into the people who
Yes.
are fire signs. They might be. They might even help you this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday while you're doing your job hunting activities, or if you wanna, you end up in a relationship with a fire sign. Who knows, Miss Taurus? I said Leo, Leo, right?
That would be very
Yeah. So
interesting.
that's I like the message.
And he's having a tower moment
Yes,
too.
Leos are having a tower moment. Interesting. How interesting. How
That is
coincidental
so
is
in
that?
that is yeah, they're having they're having tower moments. Okay. That is so
What a
interesting.
weird coincidence. It's just meant to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The
Hmm.
ones that we had joined, so we had a few viewers earlier. We had 7, then 4, but then we're fast approaching air signs after Virgo.
Yes, Virgo, you're finally next.
Virgo must be saying, okay, when I watch this video, I better move to the Virgo sign immediately.
You know what they're saying? So I didn't want to read them first because I didn't want them to have me
Right.
moments. Now they're like, she saved the best for
Hmm.
last.
That's a positive twist about it.
That's what
Yes.
they're saying. Yes, because one thing that Virgos they're good at that. I feel like they're like me, and then when it's not them, they find a positive way to look at why it's
Hmm.
not them.
Exactly.
That's what's good about them, though. That is what's good
I,
about
I
them.
like Virgo because they get things done. They do get things done. And they're
Yes.
numbers. They're very good with numbers. They're mostly accountants or a part of the finance department. Let me see. What's up with this? Somebody. Wait, let's see. Why couldn't you join? Join the live. Check out. Let's see if we can have some people join us. Um,
That is so
okay.
funny. I just had my Apple News
You had a
notification,
notification.
and I'm like, I thought, yeah, from Apple News, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I thought that happened already. I think you're a little behind Apple,
Um,
but
in
okay.
New for New York, I kind of like the fact that the COVID cases have declined for new cases, but there's weird news that somewhere a different part of not exactly the main city, not New York, there are additional cases of COVID. I have to find out. I was watching the news earlier, so we have to stay vigilant, be careful, and not be like the people who do not wear masks. Yeah, this is a public service announcement from
Yes,
Positive Terror Wisdom.
and la body bruja, wear your
Absolutely.
mask and clean your damn
Yes,
hands.
wash your hands. Okay.
I don't even know why that has to be a public service
Yes,
announcement.
unfortunately.
Like I'm like, your hands are not wet. You're not wiping them down with a towel to signify you washed your hands after you went to the bathroom. Why is
Hmm.
that? I get I can be a very interesting. Okay, so you know how girls always have to go to the bathroom
I don't
together?
understand why, but yes, do explain. I don't have a sister. I just have a mom.
Well, no. Well, I'm not gonna explain why we go to the bathroom together. Although there is a very funny meme that tells you why girls go to
Oh
the bathroom
no.
together.
Okay.
But that's not where I'm
Okay.
heading with this. I'm a funny person to go to the bathroom with because if someone comes out of the stall and they go to the mirror and they're doing one of
Hmm.
these and they haven't washed their hands first, I'm just like this. And my friends always like, and I'm like, then I start moving the soap and stuff louder, like, you're touching your. So I'm a funny person to go to the bathroom with because you're just like, oh my God, just wash your hands before she
No, I
does
have one
something.
word for
Oh,
that.
that's
I
my
have
pet
one
peeve.
word for that. Organic.
Okay. Oh man, I
I know you
can't.
can't. Okay, so
Ooh.
what do we have for Virgo? What the? Okay, those reactions. Okay,
Virgo,
what do we have? Oh, hope.
the star.
Ah,
Yes,
strength. Okay, success.
yes.
For real, everything's great. Really?
Yeah. Okay. So Virgo, here you
Here you
go.
go.
For you guys who have remained vigilant and hopeful and have been like, no, I am going to put in the energy I need to put into this situation because this is the situation that I want to work out. This is the job, this is the relationship, this is the friendship, this is the home, whatever it is that you're putting your energy to, whatever it is that you've been hoping for and have remained
Hmm.
strong in. You have not wavered in your dedication to this endeavor or situation person. You guys are there. You guys are getting there. You guys are getting there. And I think this weekend, the last pieces that you need to accomplish this, you're gonna start getting new ideas on how to accomplish it. I think that by Sunday, it's yours, whatever it is that you're hoping for. If anyone's closing, if any Virgo has put in an offer on a home or has I'm feeling real estate. I don't know
Mm.
why. I'm feeling that this is real estate related. I don't
Hmm.
know why, but it's coming. You're getting your lease, you're getting the contract to start the process for the mortgage. Like all of that is going to start coming. You guys have been putting in the work and the effort and the energy. And you guys have not doubted the effort that you've put into it. You've remained very positive that these things are going to happen. So it's happening this
Hmm.
weekend. You guys, your hope and your strength and your ability to hold on and have confidence in yourself, that is going to pan out this weekend. It's panning out.
Why do I sense that you're very jealous with this?
I'm just like it's the Virgo-ness.
Mm.
Like I'm almost like, teach me your wisdom. Share with me how you get these things done.
It's
So yeah,
I kind of I
I'm
kind of like that combination. It's wind, wind, air, air, and in between fire. So fire gets stronger because of the air. If the current energy is the Ace of Swords, strong beginnings, overall energy, strong beginnings, Ace of Swords, current energy, this will be strength. So the strength to be successful. I'm jealous, and there's absolutely hope for whatever relationship that they're working on, and anything financial or anything career. Yep.
yeah. This week it's they have a great few days coming up. This is really, it's their time to rock out.
I'm jealous. Okay,
I'm loving
you
it. I'm loving it
well, you
though.
did pull the cards. You did a good job for them. So that's amazing.
Yeah, Virgos, teach me,
Yes.
teach me, teach me your secrets.
Let me see. I see. Mark, thank you for joining us. I know you're asking for Sagittarius. I'll just do a quick recap after Labori Brew has given the messages um, for Virgo. We see just good news for Virgo. Is there anything that we need to watch out for, Labori Bruja, just in case?
Being that I feel that it's real estate
Hmm.
related, you've crossed all your T's and dotted your I's. Make sure that being that you've put in a lot of hard work into this, just make sure that you review everything, make sure everything, that nothing is missed, especially since, like, I feel like this is more, it could be new apartment related, but I don't know, the pull of a new house is what's coming
Mm,
to me. And, just make sure the inspections, everything is in order so that there are no hiccups,
mm,
bumps in the road. But I feel like everything, I think there's going to be putting it down on ink about this property. Because I don't know, it's like house is screaming to me, for many Virgos. I'm not saying that it's not related to anything else, but I just feel like for a lot of Virgos, they're going to be finding out that either the offer they made on a house is accepted. So just make sure everything is on the up
hmm.
and up. Review anything, any paperwork, anything that you have to sign, review it carefully.
Wow, it's going to be a successful next 3 days for them, starting tomorrow. That's fantastic. That's all I
Yes.
can say.
It's great. It's great.
You have the lucky hands. two, two major arcana. Two major arcana. So,
Yeah, you got two major arcana too.
Tower. Anyways, but for me, for Capricorn,
I got the
Capricorn is
tower.
good.
You got the world and hermit.
I just do a quick recap. Mark, just so you know, for
Yeah.
Sagittarius, if you are dealing with, well, not exactly you, because there might be someone who's dealing with two men in their lives. If you are a female, or if you're a girl or a guy, you're dealing with two types of younger men. If you're the middle-aged one, yes, there might be interesting things that's happening. But if you're going to look at this as influences, so the mind, the spirit, and your emotions are in check, it would be a good weekend. Well, starting Friday, it'll be starting tomorrow. Everything's going to be good. If you're waiting for a job, if you're, it's heralding that you need to be creative. This is just a quick recap, but it's an interesting situation considering every single card that's been showing here for Sagittarius are all court cards. So nothing majorly bad, but observe, I guess, the people that surround you, these guys, and friendships galore.
Yep.
Nothing negative yet. So just get ready for the weekend. I know that you have your own little world out there in Australia, so New York saying hi to Australia. That's all we're saying. Okay, so
Good job, Mike.
she did it. Okay, she did it. Okay, last but not the least, we can do the air signs now. Wait, who do I
Yeah,
usually
let's find out what's going on with the
I
air
usually
signs.
start with Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, but I think I want to do. Oh, we did Libra the last time. They were last, so I better do Libra first. Too bad Joy isn't here.
Yes, leave Gemini
Yeah,
for
I'll
last.
leave Gemini. Oh, I agree. You know what? I agree. I
Wow.
agree.
The claws came out.
Okay, four. Let me do this.
They're just such difficult signs to deal with
They
sometimes.
are unique characters in dual with dualities. That's the thing.
Yes.
Two more. Seven. I better start shuffling faster. I better practice shuffling faster. Okay, do poor cards. I'm sorry for being rough on you, but riffle shuffling is actually the best way to, mix up the cards. I can't let them swim, unfortunately. I'll just end up dropping them from the table. There. All right. Let's see. For Libra, let's find out what the three cards are for you. Air signs. Okay, first card. Nine of Pentacles. Second card. Six of Wands, reversed. And Seven of Pentacles. So first, Nine of Pentacles. Very nice. Take it slow. If you are getting paid or if you've been waiting for something that's money related, career related, this is a great sign. But at the same time, um, you're being impatient with the success and the victory that you're waiting for. So be patient. Money's coming your way. If you're expecting a new job, don't lose any means of communication with a recruiter. Don't ignore your emails or don't ignore your texts. Don't ignore phone calls, especially even if it's the weekend. I know it's very private for you to like cherish your weekends, but right now, if you've been waiting for certain news, just make sure that you pay attention. But it's okay to take it slow. Just this is extremely slow, but it's still a sign of money. Don't get impatient. Don't be impulsive. Um, what else do we see here? So she's facing here. Yeah, she's still facing towards the money. That's what I see. And
Mm-hmm.
well, the snail here
Yeah.
is telling us to take it slow. But it's just, whenever ones get reversed, it can signify delay. It's funny. This is delay, and this is supposedly your success. But if you're being impatient, Mr. or Miss Libra, it's not going to be good for you. Earth, fire. You might be dealing with a Capricorn, a Taurus, or a Virgo. You might be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But these are the ones that you need to watch out for, the low energies, because whoever this person is can be supporting you this week and reminding you that to be patient because you'll be receiving your just rewards. It's Libra is so obsessed with everything balanced. Libra is so obsessed with processes. They just want to live a straight line in their lives. That's not supposed to be the way. But is there something else that you feel that they should be watching out for, Nadia?
Um, I think don't get too caught up in um, the things that are not coming at the moment that you want them to
Mm-hmm.
come. You're still with 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 my beautiful lady in the golden role, the one that reminds me of Mrs. Roper. Um, yes, I love her. You're going to live that lavish lifestyle. You're going to enjoy the finer things in life. Um, don't let the delays, and I think that's been the key
Mm-hmm.
message throughout our whole life, the whole life that we're doing is you don't let the delays stump you. Don't let the fact that things aren't happening when you need them to happen, when you want, not need, when you want them to happen. Don't let that discourage you. Don't let that um, make you lose your focus from your goal. It's going to happen
Mm-hmm.
another way. So you're going to enjoy the finer things in life. You're going to enjoy vacations. You're going to enjoy having a little extra money in the bank when you want to buy yourself something to cheer yourself up, or when you want to go to some nice fancy restaurants when indoor dining finally
Mm-hmm.
opens, social distancing in mind. You're going to enjoy those things, but you need to be patient. And it's funny how that is the whole message I've been hearing this week, is that people just need more patience. They need to understand that things don't happen. It's not when you want it to happen. It's when
When it has to
the
happen,
higher
yeah.
being, yeah, when it's meant to happen, when it has to happen, when it's meant to happen for you, when it's your time to receive that blessing, it's going to happen. So patience, 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 patience.
Patience for the money that's coming for you. Please be more patient.
It's coming. It's coming. The fact that my favorite lady showed up is going to happen. It's just a matter of, you know, understanding that it's not on your time. It's on the divine guidance, universe's time on when it's going to be granted and given to you.
It's an assurance. And yes, you're welcome, Karen. That's your Libra sign. So lots of good news. But if you look at it in reverse, excuse me, it's it's just I agree with Nadia. She Everybody's been so focused on I need it now or I want things now instead of considering what's happening at present that's actually helpful for you. Those are things that are being over not it becomes an oversight for a lot of people. It hasn't been healthy. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I'm guilty about that too because I seriously want this week to end so fast because it's it's been tiring. It's
We're
been
all
tiring.
guilty of
Yeah.
it. I think we're all guilty of it. I'm certainly am not going to sit here and say that I practice patience. I think anyone that knows me really well knows that I kind of get upset when things don't happen in my time. But then I have to rein myself in and be like, snap out of it. It's going to happen when it's meant to
Mm-hmm.
happen. Sometimes, if it's a job, sometimes maybe it's best that it's not being offered to you in this moment because um, maybe what's going on is the company's restructuring, or maybe they're looking at the budget for next year, so that maybe you can be offered, instead of being offered maybe 5, 10,000 more than what you're making, maybe because of the delay they'll find some money in the budget where they're like, no, you know what, we really want this person and we can offer them a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more. So sometimes it's better.
And Karen, I agree with you. It's okay to be impatient, but Libras, a lot of you guys are extremely intelligent. So sometimes the things that don't make sense to you, you disregard. There are just so many things that you have to consider, and you go, "This doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna ignore it." No, don't do that. This next 3 days, take note and say, okay, this doesn't make sense. Why and why not? Why shouldn't you look into it? That's one of the radical things that you should do. Do things differently, and whatever you observe that doesn't seem to match what you're expecting doesn't necessarily mean it's not for you. No, just put things into consideration, take a step back, look at the bigger picture, and it just might be something interesting down the road. Who knows?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do the next sign because Gemini is going to be last, as discussed. We will do Aquarius. And Mark, don't worry, I know. So you're really admitting two men? Okay, Mark, I respect that. Whatever, man. I get you. That's okay. You be the Queen of Wands. Okay, one more shuffle. Oh, no, let's do two more just to make it feel right. One more. So this is for Aquarius. All right. One, two, three. Aquarius, air sign. First card. How interesting. Their actual sign,
Yeah.
their actual card. Hope. There is hope. I'm getting jealous again.
Yeah.
Fine. First card.
Mm-hmm.
Judgment in reverse. We have to move away from the past. You're done with the past. But let's see. Let's look at the third card. I want to clarify. Stagnation. Okay, three major arcana. Beat that. My goodness. Three. For real.
Wow.
Okay. This isn't going to happen until you take care of your stagnation, until you're done with the past. You have to move past that because this is like everything heading towards this direction, towards hope, towards renewal, towards a new beginning. It's interesting that it's stagnation here. If it's the other way around, it would have been like an ending that you need to accept and move on. Oh, I kind of wish I could put the sun behind me too as a major arcana, but I can't. Judgment, so
Yeah,
it's water,
wow.
air, fire. Hmm,
Stop resisting the change.
exactly.
Stop resisting the
Hmm.
ending. So things can you
Learn from the
I'm
past.
getting the
Hmm.
sense, yeah, I'm getting the sense that some Aquarius feel that if they put an end to a current situation, whether it's family, relationships with significant others, or jobs, I feel like they are feeling like if they welcome the ending
Hmm.
of it, if they leave the job that's no longer fulfilling them, I feel like many of them are are thinking that they're going to get judged
Hmm.
by those around them, when really you need to stop thinking about what others think about you, and make the decisions that are best for you. So if welcoming an ending the current situation that's no longer working for you, leads to people judging you, fine, whatever. But there's going to be a sense of renewal, a sense of hope, a sense of things getting
Hmm.
better by welcoming that ending, or making the decision to end the situation that's no longer um, working towards your greater
Or if
good.
you're just lazing around and not even deciding to listen to your own inner knowing, you're never gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
That
That
that that
too.
nice thing about this is that this
Exactly.
guarantees it's not that it's going to cancel everything out. No, that's not it. But instead, this is a reminder for you to take care of these to move into this.
To get there.
That's the bottom
Mm-hmm.
line. So, long story short, when you have a horse and there are a lot of naked people, you turn naked too, right? That's insane. Okay,
It's
okay, whatever. Like, look at them. They're totally naked here too. So, never mind. That
yeah.
didn't make any sense.
You know what the death card
What
reminds
does it
me of?
remind you of?
Did you watch Game of
Say that
Thrones?
again.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, of course. Yes.
It reminds me of the Night
Really,
Walker.
this guy? Okay.
Yeah, he always reminds me of the Night Walker.
Yeah.
Because they came on their horse and he was kind of
The Night
skeletal
King.
looking.
Okay. Okay. Him.
Yes, yes, the Night
Okay.
King.
The the bringer of
It
change.
reminds me of
Well,
him.
so Mark was asking about Capricorn. Just to recap your Capricorn pieces, those are, it was the World. What else are the other two?
The
The Hermit
Hermit
and the Six of Swords, right?
and the Six of.
So
Mm-hmm. So it's embracing the, the completion of the things that you've been working towards, but reflecting on the path that got you there and moving towards things remaining great, moving towards things that did not help to get you to what the world represents. Um, you know, recognition, completion of projects, completion of um, getting to where you want to be in life, those things. Like just reflect on how you got there, remembering how you got there, and those that either didn't contribute, didn't help you, maybe didn't have faith in you, moving away towards those things or negative thinking
Although,
because you guys are the shiznit.
although it's a good sign though, the world is there. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday looks like it's looking up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be, I think the positivity that the World Upright brings is going to carry out through the whole weekend. And it's just what you're going to move towards on Sunday is um, whatever kind of made you feel like you weren't going to achieve these things and be on top of the world. I think it's just going to be a welcome of, you know what, these people or these things were just negative
Hmm.
influences or tried to be negative influences and made me doubt my ability to complete the things that and achieve the things I wanted to achieve. And I think it's even though it's walking away, it's going to be a
I
positive
agree.
thing
Yeah.
for Capricorns.
The transition, the things that you learned, but it's Mark. In other words, whoever your Capricorn friend is, it's good for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm counting on that.
Yes.
I'm counting on that. I'm Capricorn, so
No, I think you guys are going to have an amazing next 3 days.
okay. So last but not the least, saving the best for last, Gemini. Okay,
Yes.
first card, second, third. You know what? This isn't half bad. Nostalgia, Six of Cups reverse. Don't get stuck in the past. Move forward. Um, Learn from the past, and it's okay to think about um, the good and bad stuff in the nostalgia. I'm not going to focus on the fact that there might have been negative experiences in the past. No, that's not it. Learn from it. That's okay. So if that's something that you're about to encounter this weekend, don't get stuck. You have every reason to free yourself
Mm.
from this, perhaps. It's one of your favorite cards, Nadia.
Oh,
A strong new beginning, a very strong new beginning. Male
yes,
virility.
it is the big
The big
energy.
bad wand. Okay. Fire, air, water. Okay. So it's instead of kind of rough, I guess it's a rough beginning. So I'm projecting maybe tomorrow, Saturday, but Sunday's going to be pretty good. It's going to be, yeah.
Yeah, I think they'll shake off the
Hmm.
past and allow the chains of the past to
Yep.
break and no longer restrict them and welcome new beginnings, new ideas, new creativity, new everything, new
Or this
blessings.
might be a water sign that you're having difficulties dealing with, maybe during the week. So you feel trapped mentally.
Could be.
So
What a sign from the
yeah,
past.
perhaps. Or a coworker that's water sign that's been overly sensitive that's affected you and kind of put you in a very tight spot. But you still have a choice to free yourself. It's up to you.
Yes.
And it's up to
Hmm.
you to get to this big dick energy. It's a new beginning. It's success. It's
We all love big dick
ah,
energy.
private conversation. Okay, so I see good stuff for
Yeah.
Gemini. Gemini. So I have a Gemini friend and a Gemini female friend, Gemini male. But you know what? I think difference of opinions. It's kind of easier to get along with Gemini women. That's what I noticed. Gemini men
Yeah.
can be
I
very, I don't know. It's a different personality. It's a different personality.
Yeah, it is. But I did know one Gemini guy that was really like a really good friend, really great to get along with, really great to bounce ideas off
Hmm.
of. So, but his moon and rising must have been something else too.
Okay. Okay.
Because Gemini men can make you hate the whole sign.
I would agree. That's all I can say. I'm not even going to dispute that statement. You are so right. You are so right.
Yeah.
So, okay, we went over like 4 minutes of the scheduled time, but it's always free for anyone to ask if they have any questions about their science, because you can always replay this live video. I will post it tonight, and I'll try to see if I can put timestamps. Otherwise, you can just watch it. It's really quick, and you can just skip over to your science, and there were recaps. But you have the opportunity to leave your comments. Well, even Mark is saying he doesn't even get along with Geminis. Okay, let's not be very, bigots like for towards the other signs. They're still people, okay? So leave your comments, visit our website, positivetowerwisdom.com, visit Labori Brua's Instagram. We'll do these lives, and we'll try to do one again for Sunday, but it's going to be a mix of both Oracle, Tarot, and potentially Lenormand. That'd be very exciting, again with Labori Bruja. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So you'll see it on YouTube, Positive Tarot Wisdom, and we're slowly growing. Thank you for the ones who have subscribed and followed. We appreciate you, and thank you for joining us tonight. And Nadia, personal thank you for always being my sparring partner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric. I love these lives.
Everyone, thank you for joining us. And do you have any other messages for our lovely people, Nadia?
Well, I got drawn to pulling a card from my
Sure,
Moon Oracle
go for it.
deck as an overall message. The card I pulled was I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. It's from my Moon Oracle deck. Basically, so this card has a wolf in it. Wolves are very loyal. They travel in packs and they defend the packs. But this is choosing to be free. This is loyalty to you. It's choosing you. Be free. Choose your freedom. Choose to live how you want to live. Don't get too caught up this weekend on the thoughts and hang-ups of others. If something is what's making you happy and it's not hurting anyone, it is perfectly okay for you to indulge in that. So it's fine to have loyalty to family and friends and significant others, but remember that your loyalty needs to be to you first, because if you're not happy, those in your lives are not going to be happy.
That is so true. Thank you for that wonderful oracle message.
So that is the message for the weekend.
Okay, so we'll all see you on Sunday. And again, this dynamic duo will be there. And thank you everyone for joining. PositiveTowerWisdom.com. Thank you. See you guys later. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good
night.
night.
Bye.
Bye.